What's up, YouTube? It's RS Mario here, bringing you episode 6 of my Zelda Wii U theory, speculation, and news video. Alright, so this one, yeah, I did throw theories in there because this is more of a theory than speculation, since I really couldn't find really that much information that I needed to call it speculation. I couldn't find nearly as much information as I needed to do this particular subject. So this one's going to be complete theory. I'm going to try not to get too close to like fan fiction territory, but I want to try my best for you guys. I hate missing these videos. I don't like missing videos for you guys. So here we go. Alright, so my theory here is, well, actually it's two theories about you know, Zelda's role in the game. Now, in my first video, and I guess you can call this a mini-series, I did Zelda and what her role could be as far as being a protagonist, as far as being, you know, still being Princess of Hyrule. You know, usually she's taken up many roles in the Zelda franchise, but usually she's kind of like either the damsel of distress and in distress, or she is kind of like the tactician that's, you know, behind the curtain pulling all the strings to save Hyrule from whatever evil is attacking it this time. So this time, you know, with basically them completely flipping the formula on Zelda, or at least changing it to some certain extent, her role could very well change this time. You know, last time I went over the fact, you know, that she could have a more direct role in the story, you know, as far as like not like a sidekick, but a character that's on the field with you. If this takes place in one of the two time frames, I think it does, which is the Chaos time, or I mean, the Chaos era, or the era of the Force era on the official Zelda timeline, then I have two theories. If it takes place in the Chaos era, then technically she could be an antagonist in this game. You know, she would be a direct descendant of the original Zelda from Skyward Sword, who was a direct descendant of the goddess Hylia. Now, why am I saying she could be an antagonist? Well, one, she will have the full power of the Triforce. Alright, because, you know, she stayed behind to protect the Triforce at the end of Skyward Sword, and so she has the full Triforce. You know, so basically she probably uses this power to help build Hyrule and become queen, and then it passed down to her descendants until it gets sealed at the end of the Chaos era. So she could very well be the Queen of Hyrule, a descendant of the original Zelda from Skyward Sword, and she's basically you know, she's not incorruptible. We know, and from past games like from Spirit Tracks, from Twilight Princess, that Zelda is not incorruptible. She can be possessed by demons or evil people, and this could very well happen in this game. She could have the full power of the Triforce, be possessed by evil, and is now using the Triforce for her own nefarious goals as Queen of Hyrule. Or either she could take the crown using the power of the Triforce. I mean, because this has been documented in the Zelda lore that the monarchs of Hyrule have used the power of the Triforce themselves. I mean, even, you know, right before Ocarina of Time, there was a big civil war over who would get the Triforce. So yeah, you know, we could see something like that. We could see a coup in Hyrule. We could see an evil Zelda take over Hyrule. Now that's just a huge theory. My second theory is that she will not start the game as the Queen of Hyrule. And this theory takes place in the Force era, which will be right before Minish Cap. So there's no Triforce, there's no Master Sword. The Master Sword is already in the Temple of Time, in the Pedestal of Time, and the Triforce is already sealed in the Sacred Realm. So none of that is going to be in this game. if it takes place in the Force era, which is the one I kind of think it takes place in, because I also think that the Link from this game is the hero of man, you know, so it would have to take place in the Force era if I would be right on that one. So she doesn't start off as Queen of Hyrule, and this theory is probably the most interesting one, because this one still involves the Hyrule royal family, and the possibility that, you know, they could be the antagonists in this game, you know, because if you read the lore, you know, the hero of man is given a light and a sword by Picori from the sky. Alright, so now with no Triforce, there is no power, no special power in Hyrule right now. You know, the Triforce is sealed, the Master Sword is sealed, and there's no specific link to use that sword until Ocarina of Time, because only the Hero of Time can use the Master Sword at this point. So basically, Hyrule is defenseless from all these monsters and demons that are coming in, you know, which happens in, you know, the Force era. So what could they do? They could try to take the light from Link, you know, and of course, you know, this is not going to bode well, which is why Link, you know, has to stop them. You know, they've become the antagonists of the game, and Link has to stop the royal family and save Hyrule from the demons. That would be completely different to the story. That would be a completely different turn of the story, you know, from Zelda, because, you know, it's not always, you know, save the princess, get the Triforce and the Master Sword. I mean, even A Link Between Worlds had a kind of change in the story. They could come up with that type of plot twist in The Legend of Zelda, you know, where you have to face off against the royal family and the demons and basically save the world. And see, that right there could be enough for this hero of men to be proclaimed throughout all of history, you know, because he pretty much is. You know, if you played Minish Cap, you know that he, you know, they talk about him a lot in the game, and they never reveal who he is, you know. So yeah, those are my two theories. By the end of this game, I do believe that well, if the second theory is right, by the end of the game, I believe that Zelda will be Queen of Hyrule, because at that point she would have the Light Force fused with her. Because at the end of the Force era, Zelda is fused with the Light Force to protect it from further evil. So, alright, sorry about this video being late. Sorry about this video being kind of quick and light on information, but I just really couldn't write anything to the information I could find. It was pretty hard, and I just had to kind of like do it. So, you know, just watch out for my next videos. Next video will be on time. Alright, I'm thinking about doing these bi-weekly. You know, that will give me a little bit more time to write the video and get the. So this way, this won't happen again. So I think these videos will be bi-weekly. Hopefully, if I do that, I'll also have some news to go with them. If anything big comes out with The Legend of Zelda Wii U, I'll probably do an impromptu video at that point. But these videos are going to move to bi-weekly. It'll still be on Saturday, but every other Saturday. And I have my new Twitter. You know, my new Twitter. The link should be up there on the screen. You know, just hit me up on the Twitter. And like, comment, subscribe, and keep it real.